Hello out there in YouTube land. It's your man, not your boy, Ted Fan, formerly of Tony Williams Platters from 1982 to 1992. I'm here in Southern California. I've been living out here. I'm from New York. I've been living out here now for the past 10 plus years, doing some acting and things of that nature. I'm retired from singing. And so I'm making these series of videos to talk about my time being a member of the Platters. And this particular video that I want to share with you guys, or this particular story I want to share with you guys, is about the time that I got stage fright and I froze on stage. So basically, we'll go back in time. So after I was offered the job to be in the Platters, and after going to rehearsals, now I got my first show, the first show that I'm actually going to be on stage with the Platters. And this show happened to be in Englewood, New Jersey, at the, if I'm mistaken, the Civic Center or the Felt Center, one of those centers. I think it was a 5,000 seater. And on the show was the Platters, the Drifters, and I think either the Coasters or Benny King. I can't quite remember exactly the lineup, but either one of those. But we were the headliners. And the thing about being on a show with multiple acts is that we only do the hits. So for example, if we're performing, sorry about that, if we're performing alone, we'll do an hour plus, and then every member of the group will get a chance to sing a solo song or two. But when we share the stage with other artists, with other acts, then we'll only do the hits, so we'll just be there for like 25, 30 minutes. And this is one of those occasions where we're only doing the hits. So I didn't have to sing lead. And this was our first show, so I wasn't gonna sing lead anyway. So I remember I was going to the center, Civic Center, for a sound check earlier that day. And when you go there that day for the sound check, you know, all the house lights are all up, so you can look around and you can see everything. Like I could see every inch of that place, you know. And it's just us in the band, and we'll just go over the sound, make sure everything sounds good. You know, each act will get up and do that. So then we'll go back to the hotel, and then later that night, we come back and we do the show. So this particular show was sold out, okay? Every seat was sold, 5,000 seat. And like I said, when you get there for the sound check during the day, all the house lights is up, so you can look around, you can see every inch of that place, man. It's wild, you know? Now, coming back later to do the show, it was a different stage because, first of all, I was, sorry about it. We have people with these music going by, so it's kind of interrupting. I'm sorry about that. But now the place is sold out, so it's filled up with people. We come back, so now I'm the young kid in the group, so I want to watch the other acts. So I'm standing on the side of the stage, on the wing, right off stage, so I can watch the other acts go on. And I'm familiar with some of their music, so I enjoy some of their music. So now it's time for the Platters. Like I said, we're the headliners. So it's time for us to come out here. Well, first of all, let me set it up. Do you remember watching How Do Fools Fall in Love? Why Do Fools Fall in Love? The Frankie Lyman story. And you remember Zola Taylor standing in the wings watching Frankie Lyman sing? Well, that's basically how I was watching the other group sing. So if you can picture that scene, then you can understand what I was doing when I was standing on the sides watching the other acts. And you know, like I said, I was familiar with their songs, and the audience was going crazy. They loved this music, and they were really enjoying themselves. And I was like, wow, this is this is the big time, you know. And it didn't kick on me yet. It didn't set, let me put it like this. It didn't set in yet that I was going to go out there in front of those people. For some reason, I didn't think about that at that point. I was more like a fan, so I was more just excited being there, and not thinking that, shit, I'm actually one of the artists on the stage. So we watched all the acts, they did their thing, and came off. Now it's our time. So the band starts off, dun, 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 so, and then they introduce, now ladies and gentlemen, the Platters. So we rock out the stage, there's 5 of us, right? And we'll line up, the bass singer, the baritone singer, me in the middle, the female, and Tony Williams on the far left, right. So the 5-man lineup in front of the stage. So we get up in front of our mics. Now, granted, at that day, the house lights up so you can see everything. But now when the show starts, the house lights are down, and the only thing lights you see is the stage lights. So that being said, as far as you can see off the stage, it was maybe 10, 15 rows deep. And everything else was like black from that point on. You can't see nothing else. But you could feel, it's like, you feel like you're in a pressure cooker. You could feel the intensity of all these people. You could just feel their presence. Even if you can't see them, you can just feel that presence on stage. And I swear to God, it felt like everybody is watching me. I don't know why I was thinking that. I felt like everybody in the house was watching me. I ain't gonna lie. I stood there and my mind went freaking blank. I forgot everything. I forgot the dance routines. I forgot my harmony part. I just froze. I was petrified. I never felt that feeling in my, I can't even explain how scared I was. It was like watching a horror movie or something. I never felt that kind of fear before. Never. And I'm not a fearful man, but for some reason that fear came over me, like was overwhelming. So the singer standing next to me, the baritone, he said, "Teddy, look at my feet. Don't look on the audience, look at my feet." So I'm looking at his feet. I'm not moving, right? I'm standing right in front of that mic. I ain't looking out in that audience, and I ain't moving, and I ain't singing. I'm just looking down at his feet. And I'm looking down at his feet, and I'm watching his feet move. And so while I'm watching his feet moving, I'm sort of remembering how the dance goes. So I started doing the routines. I'm still not singing, and I'm definitely not looking out in that audience. Definitely not looking at the audience. Now this is happening while Tony is singing and the show is going on. All right, so let me just paint this picture, right? So it's not like nothing stopped. They still doing the show. I'm the only one to stop. You know, it's like I feel like I was frozen in time. You know, it was petrifying. You know, and then I start hearing my note. Okay, I'll get my note, but I'm still not looking out there. I'm just looking at his feet, and I'm hearing my notes. So I'm up on the mic like this, looking down. I'm not really dancing. I'm just two-stepping, basically. Two-stepping and looking down and hearing my note and singing. It's still petrified. Still petrified. We got through that song, and it was luckily we only did I think we did like 5 songs. So we got through the song, and the guy standing there, "Hey, Teddy, you okay?" "Oh, man, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry." That's all I could say. I'm sorry. He said, don't worry about it. You okay? Yeah. I think so. I think so. He said, whatever you do, don't look out in the audience. Just look down at my feet and listen to the music, and you'll hear your note. I followed his instructions to the T. I kid you not. For that whole set, all I did as far as choreography was a 2-step. And Eventually, by the middle of the second song, then I could hear my notes. So that started coming back. So now I can hear my harmonies. So that's coming back. But I'm still not looking out in that. Oh, no way. No way. I'm still not looking out in that audience. Oh man, I'm embarrassed to even talk about this, because, like I said, this is in front of 5,000 people, sold out. Like I said, it felt like everybody was watching me. I felt like I was in a pressure cooker. Like, why me? Why? What? I couldn't explain it. It was just incredibly horrifying, and just thinking about it now, man, I get a little chills in my just remembering what happened, man. But luckily enough, the show went on. We finished the show. We did our set. He loved it because everybody's really paying attention to Tony. So that's who they came to see. I'm just a new member in the Platters just singing harmony. So they probably looked at me, but they were too busy watching Tony. And I wasn't really messing up. It wasn't like I was distracting from Tony. So basically, when I was frozen, I didn't sing at all. So just my note was missing. But if you're not listening to the harmonies, you listen to Tony, you're not gonna notice it too much probably. I'm thinking, I don't know. And then, like I said, by the second song, I was good as far as singing the harmonies. So you ain't miss nothing. And the choreography wasn't any elaborate things. It was a lot of step. So I could, even if I didn't look good doing that, it still wasn't a big distraction because, like I said, they wanted to hear Tony Williams sing those songs. So we got through it. Man, let me tell you something. I never been teased as much as I've been teased by those guys in the band. They did not let up on me, man. They was teasing me, calling me a rookie. I ran off the stage. I ran straight to the bathroom. I just threw up. I threw up in the bathroom. Oh man. But I tell you one thing, I felt better after I threw up. I kind of felt better. I was sweating. I was everything, man. They was just laughing at me, rookie. And the guy was like, "Don't worry, rookie. I've seen that before. You're not the first, and you won't be the last to do that. It's everybody goes through that, and maybe not everybody, but some people go through that. And I thought I was a pro. I thought I was the man, before the Platters. Because look, I'm not gonna kid you. Before I joined the Platters, probably the most people I sung for were like 100, maybe 150 max, if that many. I'm singing for 5,000 people, sold out audience. Oh my God. Ooh, the butterflies is coming back to my stomach now just thinking about that. 5,000 people, man. But like I said, we got through it. It was a great experience. I learned a lot about stage presence and being aware of what's going on at the time. So that's my story about my first show that I ever did singing as a member of Tony Williams Platters. And I was the second tenor group, singing as a member of Tony Williams Platters. Incredible. So I want to share that with you. I got more stories and more things that happened, but that never happened again. That was that one time stage fright thing. Once I got over that, the next show I was fine. I was like, I felt like a pro now, I was good after that. So it was just that first show, and I'll never forget that. So this is going down my history as Teddy Fame getting stage fright and froze on stage. All right. So my next story, I don't know. I gotta maybe talk about the time when my relatives, my family came to see me sing with the Platters. That's probably gonna be the next one. I got 10 years worth of stories to tell you guys. Okay? So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, please, for you Platters fans. Subscribe to the channel and share these videos with other Platters fans that wants to hear stories from the last surviving member of Tony Williams Platters. Once again, my name is Ted E. Fame. Enjoy talking to you, and I'll see you again. Bye-bye.